can't believe it. The words echo in my head, a hollow mantra of disbelief. This can't be real. It feels like a nightmare, a cruel joke played by the universe. How could this happen? How could my life, so carefully constructed, so meticulously planned, unravel in a single devastating moment? I stand here clutching the DNA test results, the paper crinkling in my trembling grip. The stark black letters seem to mock me, each one a nail hammered into the coffin of my former reality. This document, this single piece of paper, holds the power to shatter everything I hold dear. Hands shaking, heart pounding so loud I can barely hear myself think. It's a frantic drumbeat against my ribs, a desperate plea for calm in the face of utter chaos. My breath hitches in my throat, each inhale a struggle, each exhale a silent scream. I feel lightheaded, disoriented, as if the very ground beneath my feet is shifting. The living room feels smaller now, like the walls are closing in, suffocating me with their silent judgment. The familiar furniture, the comforting decor now seem alien and hostile. Every object in this room is a reminder of the life I thought I had, the life that is now crumbling before my eyes. My wife sits across from me, eyes darting, senses the storm coming. Her face is a mask of barely concealed anxiety, her usual composure replaced by a nervous energy that crackles in the air between us. She knows, she has known all along, and the realization hits me with the force of a physical blow. I take a deep breath and say it. No, demand it. The words forced from my lungs like a strangled cry. This is it, the moment of truth, the point of no return. I have to know, I deserve to know. Who is Toby's real father? The question hangs in the air, heavy and accusatory. It's a question that has haunted me for weeks, a nagging doubt that I tried to suppress, to ignore. But the truth has a way of surfacing, no matter how deeply buried. My voice cracks. I already know the answer, but I need to hear it from her lips. I need to see the guilt in her eyes, the shame in her face. I need her to acknowledge the betrayal, the deception that has poisoned our marriage, our family. She tries to laugh it off, says I'm being ridiculous, that I'm overreacting, that this is all some absurd misunderstanding. But her laughter rings hollow, a desperate attempt to deflect the truth, to minimize the damage, that the test must be wrong. She clings to this flimsy denial, this desperate hope that I will simply accept her explanation and move on. But I can see the fear in her eyes, the truth lurking beneath the surface of her carefully constructed lies. But I press harder, voice rising. I deserve the truth. I will not be placated. I will not be silenced. I will not allow her to continue living this lie. The truth is a right, not a privilege, and I demand it now. Then my world cracks open. She hesitates, just for a second, a fleeting moment of vulnerability that betrays her carefully crafted facade. In that instant, I know that everything I thought I knew about my life, about my marriage, is a lie. Then whispers, "It's your brother." The words are barely audible, a hushed confession spoken in a moment of weakness, but they are enough. They are enough to shatter my world, to obliterate everything I hold dear. The room goes silent. My knees nearly buckle. The air thickens, becomes heavy, unbreathable. I feel a wave of nausea wash over me, a dizzying sensation that threatens to pull me under. My mind reels, struggling to comprehend the enormity of her betrayal. I see movement in the hallway. A shadow flickers in the periphery of my vision, a silent observer to this unfolding tragedy. Someone is watching, listening, bearing witness to the destruction of our family. Toby, our daughter, stands frozen, tears spilling down her cheeks. She's heard everything. The realization hits me like a punch to the gut. She knows, she understands, and the pain in her eyes is a reflection of the pain in my own heart. I shout. A primal scream of rage and despair, a desperate attempt to release the pent-up emotions that are threatening to consume me. My wife cries, her tears are a torrent of guilt and remorse, a desperate plea for forgiveness that I don't know if I can ever grant. Toby screams, "You both lied to me." Her voice is raw with pain, her words like daggers piercing my heart. She feels betrayed, abandoned, robbed of her innocence. The pain in her eyes cuts deeper than any blade. It's a pain that I have inflicted upon her, a wound that may never heal. The house erupts, voices overlap, accusations fly, the air is thick with anger, resentment and betrayal. Our carefully constructed facade of a happy family has shattered, revealing the ugly truth that had been festering beneath the surface for years. My wife begs for forgiveness, says it was a mistake, a moment of weakness that she deeply regrets. She pleads with me to understand, to forgive, to give her another chance, that she never meant to hurt us. Toby collapses to the floor, sobbing, her body racked with grief. She is the innocent victim in all of this, the one who has suffered the most. And then, out of nowhere, my wife says, a desperate attempt to regain control of the situation to minimize the damage. Wait, it was just a prank. For your birthday, I wanted to see your reaction. Her words are absurd, ludicrous, a pathetic attempt to rewrite history. A prank my anger boils over. This is no joke. This is not some silly game. This is my life, my family, my future that she's playing with. The tension is thick. Then my brother steps forward. He can't meet my eyes. His face is etched with guilt and shame, his body language a silent confession. "I'm sorry," he says, voice trembling. "It only happened once, years ago. I've hated myself ever since." His words are a hollow echo of remorse, a belated apology that cannot undo the damage that has been done. My chest tightens. I can't breathe. The weight of their betrayal is crushing me, suffocating me. I gasp for air, struggling to maintain my composure. I look at my daughter, her face streaked with tears, her trust shattered, and I see the reflection of my own pain, my own disillusionment. And I wonder how I'll ever make this right. How can I possibly repair the damage that has been done? How can I ever trust them again? Everything I thought I knew is gone. The foundation of my life has crumbled, leaving me adrift in a sea of uncertainty and despair. The woman I loved, the brother I trusted, the family I built crumbled in an instant. All that remains are the shattered pieces of a broken dream. The room falls silent except for Toby's quiet sobs. Her pain is a constant reminder of the devastation that has been wrought. I sink to the floor, broken, defeated, utterly and completely lost. Freeze frame. The world stops. Time stands still, capturing this moment of utter devastation for eternity. If you were in his place, what would you do? How would you navigate this impossible situation? Could you ever forgive such a betrayal? The questions linger unanswered, hanging in the air like a shroud.